I got a fast food name that looks to do a shake and bake within the next 48 hours. So let's take a look here at Shake Shack. And we've seen big money pile into this name today, which I'll show you in a second. But the interesting thing is when we look at today's action, it was up about 3%. But the last 3 days, despite the sell-off in the overall tech market and in the S&P 500 market, this actually was holding up relatively strong against those headwinds. So if we get any tailwinds from the marketplace, meaning a rally, this looks to continue to rip higher. And if we back out the chart here, this was a beat up stock. It was at $30. It's at 67 now, and it was all the way at 105 all the way back in October. Not saying that we'll get there, but if you are one of those chart pattern traders, you would look at this and you would say, hey, Josh, I see something there. I see an inverse head and shoulders, which that would take longer to pan out. But listen, when we follow money, following money means that they're looking at several different things, and we're not quite sure what they're looking at. They just are looking for it to go higher. So let's take a look here at the option montage. And with 2 days to expiration, the activity that we picked up today was focused in the September 11 67 call. 10,000 contracts traded, 10,000. Doesn't mean they're all going to stick, but these have 2 days to expire. 48 hours, all or nothing type of bets. Now, these are in the money. These have a 61 delta, so these wouldn't necessarily expire worthless. They would expire in the money and would have intrinsic value. So the interesting thing is that what they could possibly be betting here for, we'll have to be cognizant of what the open interest is tomorrow. But when we start to look at this activity, and yes, they're playing the short-term activity, but as we just discussed on that chart, we could have a little bit more of a longer-term bias. Oftentimes, momentum traders actually pick the wrong amount of time that it pans out, especially what I've seen over the last several months. So this could be an easy play where we see something that you could slide into this 37-day contract and play it that way. But when we look at the volume here, I have it focused specifically on all the time and sales for this contract, and you can see that they started coming in about 11:13 Central Time, and we do the biggest blocks here. We're seeing blocks of 50 or more, which is meaningful, meaning that just not any type of retail trader is buying this, what they're doing. We're seeing blocks of 50, so this is decent money piling to this name here. So yes, it only has a few days to trade to expire, but when we look here and we look at something that a lot of momentum traders follow, this momentum line here, we pulled back to it and we can see another rip higher. So Shake Shack looks to do something that the name indicates. It's going to shake and bake higher.